My brothers and sisters, Ramadan is not just a month on the calendar. It is not just about hunger and thirst. It is not just about staying away from food and drink from dawn to sunset. Ramadan is the month Allah chose. It is the month in which the Qur'an was revealed. Allah says in the Qur'an that Ramadan is the month in which the Qur'an was sent down as guidance for mankind. Imagine that. Out of all 12 months, Allah selected this one to send His final message to humanity. That alone makes it the most blessed month. But let me ask you something very serious. If Ramadan is so blessed, why do some of us leave it exactly the same as we entered it? Why do we cry on the first night of Taraweeh, but by the 20th night, we are distracted again? Why do we promise Allah we will change and then slowly return to the same habits? My beloved brothers and sisters, Ramadan is blessed because the gates of Jannah are opened. The gates of Jahannam are closed. The devils are chained. Rewards are multiplied beyond imagination. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that whoever fasts Ramadan with faith and seeking reward, their previous sins are forgiven. Forgiven, not reduced, not postponed, forgiven. So if this month is a gift of forgiveness, then why would we waste even a single day? Let me remind myself and you, Ramadan is not about starving the body. It is about feeding the soul. If you are fasting but still lying, if you are fasting but still backbiting, if you are fasting but still watching what displeases Allah, if you are fasting but still holding grudges, then ask yourself, what exactly are you fixing? Ramadan is the repair workshop of the heart. And before it ends, there are habits we must fix. First, fix your Salah. If your 5 daily prayers are not strong, everything else will collapse. Ramadan should be the month you fall in love with your sujood, not rush through it, not treat it as a burden. When you stand in prayer, remember this might be your last Ramadan. How many people were with us last year and today they are in their graves? Second, fix your relationship with the Qur'an. This is the month of the Qur'an. Even if you cannot recite fluently, read. Even if you cannot read much, listen. Even if you cannot understand everything, try to learn 1 verse a day. The Qur'an is not decoration for shelves. It is guidance for hearts. Third, fix your tongue. How many fasts are destroyed by the tongue? Gossip, sarcasm, mockery, swearing, shouting. A fasting person should be calm. If someone argues, say, I am fasting. Not just with your mouth, with your behavior. Fourth, fix your screen habits. Some of us fast all day, only to break our fast with sins at night, scrolling endlessly, watching what poisons the heart, wasting hours that could have earned mountains of reward. Ramadan is training you. If you can stay away from halal food for Allah, you can stay away from haram content for Allah. Fifth, fix your sincerity. Are you praying to be seen? Are you giving charity for praise? Are you posting your worship for attention? Ramadan is between you and Allah. Protect that secret connection. My dear brothers and sisters, the most dangerous thing is not sinning. The most dangerous thing is becoming comfortable with sin. Ramadan comes to shake you, to wake you, to remind you that you are stronger than your desires. And remember, this Laylatul Qadr is better than 1,000 months. One night can change your entire destiny. One sincere dua can erase years of mistakes. One tear shed in the darkness of the night can bring light to your grave. So before Ramadan ends, apologize to someone you hurt. Delete something sinful. Make a sincere tawbah. Give charity secretly. Wake up one night and cry to Allah. Do not let this Ramadan be a witness against you. Let it be a witness for you. Because the real success of Ramadan is not how you start it. It is how you leave it. If you leave it praying more, if you leave it speaking better, if you leave it softer in heart, if you leave it closer to Allah, then Ramadan has succeeded. And if Ramadan changes you even a little, that little change could be the reason Allah grants you Jannah. Ramadan is a month of divine opportunity. Ramadan is the most blessed month because it is the month of the Qur'an, forgiveness, multiplied rewards, and Laylatul Qadr. It is a rare chance to reset your life and earn Allah's mercy. Ramadan is not just another month that passes by like the rest of the year. It is not simply about adjusting our eating schedule or feeling hungry for a few hours. Ramadan is a divine opportunity personally designed by Allah for the transformation of our souls. Out of the 12 months, Allah chose this one to reveal the Qur'an, the final guidance for humanity. That choice alone tells you that this month carries a weight, a mercy, and a blessing that no other month carries. Think about it carefully. Allah did not randomly select Ramadan. He honored it by connecting it to His Arabic kaf, Arabic lam, Arabic kalif, Arabic mim, His words. The Qur'an was sent down in this month as guidance, light, healing, and mercy. So when Ramadan comes, it is as if the doors of guidance are thrown open wider than ever before. It is a season of return, a season of forgiveness, a season where even the weakest believer can rise. During this month, the gates of Jannah are opened, the gates of Jahannam are closed, the devils are chained, rewards are multiplied beyond imagination. Good deeds are not just counted, they are amplified. One act of charity can weigh heavier, one sincere dua can travel further. One tear shed in the darkness of the night can erase mountains of sin. But here is the deeper reality. Ramadan is an opportunity, not a guarantee. The doors of mercy are open, but you must walk through them. Forgiveness is available, but you must ask for it. Change is possible, but you must be willing to let go of what is holding you back. This month is proof that you are stronger than your desires. Think about it. All year long, you may struggle to lower your gaze. You may struggle to control your tongue. You may struggle to wake up for fajr, but in Ramadan suddenly, you can stay away from food and drink for long hours even when no one is watching. That means your willpower is there, your discipline is there, your faith is alive. Ramadan exposes your potential. It shows you that if you can give up what is halal for Allah during the day, then surely you can give up what is haram for Him at night. If you can wake up for suhoor, you can wake up for tahajjud. If you can stand for Taraweeh, you can stand for Fajr consistently. This is why Ramadan is the most blessed month, because it trains you, it reshapes you, it reminds you of who you are capable of becoming. And perhaps the greatest gift within this month is Laylatul Qadr, a night better than 1,000 months. That is more than 80 years of worship packed into a single night. Allah, in His mercy, placed a lifetime of reward inside a few hours. What does that tell you about how much He wants to forgive you? What does that tell you about how much He wants you to succeed? Ramadan is not about perfection. It is about direction. It is about turning back even if you have fallen 1,000 times. It is about whispering, Ya Allah, I am trying. It is about sincere tawbah that comes from a heart that knows it has nowhere else to go. Some of us enter Ramadan carrying heavy sins, private struggles, hidden addictions, regrets that no one else knows about. But Ramadan comes like a gentle knock on the heart, saying, it is not too late. As long as you are breathing, it is not too late. The most tragic thing would not be that Ramadan ends. The most tragic thing would be that it ends and we remain unchanged. That we witnessed mercy but did not seek it. That we heard the Qur'an but did not listen with our hearts. That we fasted with our bodies but not with our limbs, our eyes, our tongues. Ramadan is your reset button. It is your yearly reminder that this dunya is temporary, that your soul matters more than your cravings, that your akhirah is worth more than your distractions. So when you see Ramadan as a divine opportunity, you stop treating it casually. You guard its days, you protect its nights, you value every hour because you understand that this month may never return to you again. Many people who fasted last year are no longer here today. Their opportunity has ended. Ours is still in front of us. That is why Ramadan is the most blessed month, not just because of what happens in it, but because of what can happen to you within it. It can soften a hard heart. It can lift a broken soul. It can erase a dark past. It can bring you closer to Allah than you have ever been before. But only if you treat it as the opportunity that it truly is. Fix your core habits before it ends. Use Ramadan to repair your Salah, strengthen your prayer, your relationship with the Qur'an, your tongue, and screen habits your sincerity in worship. Real change means leaving Ramadan better than you entered it. Ramadan is not only a month of increased worship, it is a month of correction. It comes every year not just to inspire us, but to fix us. And if we are honest with ourselves, we all enter this month carrying habits that need repair, weaknesses we have ignored, sins we have normalized, good deeds we have neglected. Ramadan arrives as a mercy from Allah, giving us a structured opportunity to rebuild what has been broken. One of the first things that must be fixed is our Salah. Prayer is not just another act of worship, it is the foundation of our relationship with Allah. If that foundation is cracked, everything else becomes unstable. Many of us fast in Ramadan, attend Taraweeh, listen to reminders, and make dua, but our 5 daily prayers throughout the year are inconsistent. Some are delayed, some are rushed, some are missed entirely. Ramadan comes to discipline us. When you are already waking up for suhoor, why not protect Fajr with excellence? When you are already standing at night for Taraweeh, why not promise yourself that you will never abandon your daily Salah again? The real test is not how beautifully you pray in Ramadan, but whether that consistency remains after Eid. Then there is our relationship with the Qur'an. Ramadan is the month in which it was revealed. Yet for many of us, the Qur'an remains distant for 11 months of the year. We may recite it in Ramadan to complete a khatam, but once the month ends, it returns to the shelf. The Qur'an was not sent as a seasonal companion, it was sent as lifelong guidance. In this month, when the heart is softer and distractions are reduced, we must repair that relationship. Even if it is 1 page a day, even if it is 1 verse with reflection, even if it is listening attentively instead of scrolling aimlessly. Ramadan trains you to reconnect. It reminds you that the words of Allah are not a burden, but a source of light. If you leave Ramadan without building a habit with the Qur'an, you have missed one of its greatest purposes. Another habit that urgently needs fixing is the tongue. Fasting is not simply refraining from food and drink, it is restraining the limbs from sin. How often do people fast yet continue to backbite, mock, argue, and insult? How often do we damage our reward with careless speech? The tongue is small, yet its impact is massive. A single word can break a heart. A single rumor can destroy a reputation. Ramadan teaches self-control. When someone provokes you and you respond with calmness, you are not weak, you are strong. When you choose silence over gossip, you are not missing out, you are protecting your reward. If your character does not improve in Ramadan, then what exactly are you fasting from? In today's world, one of the biggest habits that must be corrected is our relationship with screens. Many people spend their days fasting and their nights scrolling. Hours disappear in entertainment, social media, and content that may not please Allah. Ramadan exposes this contradiction. You have the strength to stay hungry for Allah, yet you claim you cannot stay away from harmful content. Ramadan proves that discipline is possible. It shows that you can control your urges. The same willpower that stops you from drinking water can stop you from clicking on what you should not see. If you do not take control in Ramadan, when will you? And then there is sincerity. This is perhaps the most delicate habit of all. In Ramadan, good deeds increase, but so can showing off. Posting every act of charity, broadcasting every night of worship, seeking validation instead of acceptance. The heart must be purified. Ask yourself, if no one knew about this deed, would I still do it? Ramadan is meant to strengthen your private connection with Allah. The strongest deeds are often the quietest ones. A tear no one sees, a dua whispered alone, a charity given secretly. These are the deeds that carry weight. Ramadan is a training camp for the soul. It is intense, focused, and transformative, but only if you take it seriously. If you leave it with the same weak prayer, the same careless speech, the same unhealthy habits, then you have fasted physically, but not spiritually. The goal is not temporary change. The goal is lasting discipline. Before Ramadan ends, ask yourself honestly, what habit will I refuse to take back into the rest of the year? What sin will I leave behind? What good deed will I protect no matter what? Because the success of Ramadan is not measured by how tired you were, but by how much you improved. And the real victory is not celebrating Eid in new clothes, it is meeting Allah one day with a repaired heart. The true success of Ramadan is transformation. Ramadan is not about temporary effort, it's about lasting change. If you leave it closer to Allah, softer in heart, and stronger against sin, then Ramadan has truly succeeded. The true success of Ramadan is not measured by how many days you fasted, how many rakahs you prayed, or how many times you completed the Qur'an. Those are important, yes, but they are not the ultimate sign of success. The real success of Ramadan is transformation. It is change that lasts beyond the crescent moon. It is improvement that continues after Eid. It is walking out of Ramadan as a better servant of Allah than when you walked in. Anyone can be motivated for a few days. Anyone can feel spiritually high during the first nights. The masjid is full. The recitation is powerful. The atmosphere is beautiful. But the real question is, what happens when the excitement fades? What happens when Ramadan ends and the routine of life returns? That is where true success is revealed. Ramadan is like a spiritual school. For 30 days you are trained. You are taught discipline. You are reminded of your purpose. You are pushed to control your desires. You are encouraged to pray more, give more, forgive more, reflect more. But what is the point of attending a school if you forget everything the moment you graduate? If Ramadan was real for you, it will leave marks on your character. If before Ramadan you struggled with fajr, but after Ramadan you guard it carefully, that is success. If before Ramadan you spoke harshly, but after Ramadan your words become softer and more thoughtful, that is success. If before Ramadan you were distant from the Qur'an, but after Ramadan you cannot imagine a day without reading even a few verses, that is success. Transformation does not mean perfection. It means direction. It means that even if you slip, you return faster. Even if you fall, you repent quicker. Even if you struggle, you do not surrender. Many people think success in Ramadan is about intensity. They exhaust themselves for a few nights, then burn out. They aim for dramatic change, but without consistency. Islam does not demand extremes, it loves steady progress. The most beloved deeds to Allah are those that are consistent, even if they are small. Ramadan teaches you that consistency is possible. You proved it by fasting every single day. You proved it by showing up for prayer repeatedly. You proved it by controlling your hunger and thirst daily. So why should that discipline disappear when the month ends? The tragedy would be celebrating Eid while quietly returning to old sins, returning to neglect, returning to distractions. It is as if Ramadan never touched the heart. But when Ramadan truly impacts you, it leaves a trace. It makes sin feel heavier. It makes prayer feel sweeter. It makes you more aware that Allah is watching. Transformation also means internal change. Perhaps no one sees it. Perhaps your life looks the same on the outside. But inside, your relationship with Allah has deepened. You speak to Him more honestly. You rely on Him more sincerely. You feel guilt quicker when you make a mistake. You feel gratitude more often for small blessings. That quiet shift is powerful. That is success. Ramadan is not about temporary spirituality. It is about building a foundation for the rest of the year. Imagine someone who trains intensely for a month, improves their strength, builds endurance, and then completely stops moving afterward. Slowly, all that strength fades. The same happens spiritually. If you abandon everything after Ramadan, your heart weakens again. But if you maintain even a portion of what you built, your heart remains alive. Ask yourself, what will I carry with me after Ramadan? Will it be a new habit of nightly dua? Will it be a commitment to avoid a specific sin? Will it be a promise to give regular charity, even if small? Choose something realistic. Choose something sustainable. Protect it like a treasure. Remember, Ramadan might not return to you. Many people who fasted last year are no longer here. Their book of deeds is closed. Yours is still open. That awareness should humble you. It should motivate you. It should make you determined not to waste the opportunity. The real celebration of Eid is not just new clothes, food, and gatherings. The real celebration is knowing that you fought your nafs and won, that you entered Ramadan with weaknesses and left with strength, that you entered distracted and left focused, that you entered distant and left closer to Allah. When Ramadan transforms you even slightly, that small change can shape your akhirah. A single habit maintained consistently can tip the scale on the day of judgment. A single sin abandoned sincerely can save you from regret. A single improvement in character can elevate your rank in Jannah. So do not let Ramadan be a temporary visitor in your life. Let it be a turning point. Let it be the month you look back on years later and say, that was when I truly changed. Because the greatest proof that Ramadan was accepted is not how emotional you felt during it, it is who you became after it.